Are we live?
We're rolling.
All right, we're rolling. Welcome to Smoke Show with Aiden McCluskey and Elliot McCluskey.
What's up, everybody? You're rocking with the finest fuckers in comedy. That's right.
We can't be having these videos on the screen. To fill the viewers in at home, we got just 10 hours of car accident videos going up on the screen, and
man pulled over on the left shoulder.
Yeah,
cop pulled him over. Out of nowhere, gets swiped by another motor vehicle, and this guy
whitewater
rafting getting pulled under tow. There he goes.
This Smoke Show idea is just a little peek in the night at the Lion's Den, as we call the house that we live in. Just every night, getting done, doing whatever it is that we're doing, coming home, smoking weed, and watching people get maimed and injured on television for 2 hours before we go to bed.
Only thing that puts me out. Absolutely. Nothing better than going to bed with bah, 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 bah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You steal from my house? Bah, bah, bah.
The thing that's gonna be a problem is coughing on this podcast.
Yep.
Both of us are sick. There's something going around. But we decided we've been talking about this for a while. And for some reason, today is the day.
Yeah, may as well just get it done.
Get it done with. Get the first one out of the way. Because this is what absolutely nobody asked for. Yep. So we're like, we gotta do this.
Dude, we gotta lock it in.
We gotta
Nobody's counting on this.
No one is listening or is going to listen, so we need to make sure that we put this out. We need an hour of content that our family can find when we die that they can listen to.
You know what I was doing? So I drove back home today, and I
to your parents?
To my parents' house, and I was listening to Ernest Hemingway quotes, dude.
Yeah, I've logged into your YouTube before you got home to watch some videos, and I started seeing a lot of quote Nietzsche.
Yeah, dude, I've been into philosophy lately. They've been leaving me at home. Dude, tough week of Thanksgiving, man.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The family time. I mean, it's great when you got it, man. But boy, would I prefer it if I did not have to go to that at all.
Just period. You don't want to deal with it. I mean, well, I don't blame you at all, dude.
Let me tell you a little something. So we were sitting we were at my grandparents' house for Thanksgiving. We were sitting, eating all together, talking about whatever the fuck you talk about at Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And there's my grandparents and then another set of old people there.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, that Mini Cooper just got destroyed.
The black Mini Cooper was snuck behind a railway station and got hammered by a train. But somehow we're going to figure out a way that we can live so that you at home can watch the videos that we're watching. But as of right now, we're just going to give you a poor play-by-play of everything that's happening.
It's like John Madden if you were blind. Does kind of the trick, but...
Not really. You're not really getting the whole total effect of getting to watch a black Mini Cooper in Florida get fucking hammered by a train. So your family...
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So there's my grandparents, and there's a second group of old people that always are at Thanksgiving.
Related to you?
Not related.
Why are they there?
They are relatives of my cousins.
Oh.
And what happened was we were all eating together, and they just stood up, started eating in the basement. It was like 6 p.m., so it was dark.
Left you guys.
Left us. It was dark in the basement. Did not turn the lights on. Just ate in silence.
In the dark?
In the dark.
Complete darkness.
Complete darkness.
Why?
I don't know.
Were they pissed? Did they ever come up and explain
They're just like that, man. Oh my god. Dude, a whole iceberg's falling on people. Okay. there are men at sea with ice picks or ice axes and they're climbing on an iceberg in the middle of the ocean. Here it comes, tumbling over. Oh my god! Getting hit by a bridge.
This just isn't feasible. We can't explain everything to these people at home.
Okay.
We're just figuring it out, you guys. You gotta be patient with us.
Oh shit. Oh, that perfectly. Here you go.
Oh, the ball.
But they were eating in complete silence in the dark, and I don't know. It's classically something they would do. Like they're at a Christmas that isn't theirs, because nobody else wants to hang out with them, and then they just start eating alone. Like, what is the point of company?
Did they stand up like indignantly?
No.
Like we're going to the basement.
No talk. They're like just kind of like nodding and like, oh yeah. And just like stood up, was talking to everybody as they left.
How many of them were there?
Two.
Okay. I was gonna say, was it like a grand orchestrated exit?
I should say it's the grandparents of my other cousins.
Okay.
So it's like
no relation to you.
No relation to me. And if they hear this, I'm sorry. Sorry, Barry.
I mean, Barry's his name.
Sorry, Patty and Barry. I didn't mean to cause no harm. Okay.
That's the thing, man. People are gonna hear this, and sorry.
Yep. Man,
sorry.
Oh my. Okay. Sorry. Should we just not comment on what's going on?
Well, I don't think we can.
I
think we just have to watch.
If we get a crazy vid like this, where there are people like I know we looked up
near
death experiences caught on GoPro, but there are like crazy. Like I thought it'd be just like, oh, woman narrowly dodges car.
No, it's people getting pretty hurt.
Yeah, this guy's under ice trying to find the hole back to air. Holy shit!
And the psychopath just filming him walking above the clear ice. Oh, sorry. Oh man. Yeah, no, I get it, dude. I had to spread my grandma's ashes today. She's been dead like a year. And we had to get now it's at the point where it's like, can we wrap this up? How many times do we have to meet about this? You know?
A year gone is late to be like, this is the final note.
Yeah. So I know what you mean. Like, having the conversation, do you go home and you have to have the conversation of, so I hear you're doing stand-up comedy, and they don't understand it. As soon as they start asking questions, and you're like, all right, I feel nice today, and I'll respond, like I'll talk to. They're like, I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. They don't understand. Yeah. They just can't wrap their head around it.
Well, and it's like the stuff they do know is like, I watched George Carlin on Amazon the other day.
Yeah.
Man, that guy, he could really fire it off back in the day. Like, it's just stuff that's already been said, and that's why they're saying
I saw Godfrey in the paper the other day. I read an article. They were talking about Godfrey in the paper. Do you know Godfrey? It's like, no, why the fuck would I know Godfrey?
Or it's like, I know this guy. He does it in Austin, Minnesota. You know this guy? It's like, no, I've never traveled to
I bet
Austin.
I might. There's a good chance. What's his name?
I don't remember. But it was like three separate people. It was like, and another one was, yeah, you know this woman? Yeah, she did stand up at Mall of America. I went and saw her.
Oh God!
It's
yes, it's this video.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite videos. It's an old man in a parachute contraption driving in the Everglades of Florida, and he's having a great fucking time, but it's a little gusty. And he takes a bad wind and his hat blows off, and in his face he sees Christ, and then crashes into the forest. That's probably, we gotta stop explaining how things are going, but goddamn, that's a good video.
He's going on a motorized fan. What is that? A helicopter?
That's an old man contraption.
Yeah.
That's what you call that.
I know. What was it? I was 1 second. Sorry. Gotta screw on this Tropicana lid.
But yeah, dude, it's the same story every fucking time they want to talk to you about, and it's like, can we not? Like, why do we have to talk about this every time I see it? And have the same sort of discussion?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's What about this club? What about that club? What about this
Yes.
comedian? What about that comedian? It's like
Mm-hmm.
they're funny, like what was it? My uncle was talking to me about how he watched like Sam Morril's new special. It's like, yeah, it's a great special, and I'll talk to you about it. But it's all he wanted to speak on because I feel like
Yeah.
it's all they have.
When they know that you do stand-up and they have such just like a loose idea of what stand-up is, they want to connect with you
Yeah,
in some way. But a lot of the time, it is. I watched this guy on Netflix 6 months ago, and I can't remember his name.
yep.
And then you start talking, and then he goes,
That's
and that reminds me
Yep.
of that joke that he was doing. He had this, and then they talk you through a joke. They
Yep.
don't even attempt the setup. And you have to just sit there while their eyes just glaze over and they rabble at you like they've been possessed.
And I always give them the fake laugh like
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh my god. It's same thing with oh fuck, what was it? Or my brother's like he's an MMA fighter. He gets it way more from my uncles because that's way cooler to them.
Oh, for sure,
Because they
yeah.
actually give a shit about fighting. With stand up, it's like, what do? You go on stage and start talking the fucking truth, huh?
Yep.
You're a fucking big truther up there, I bet.
Yep.
My nephew's a truther. It's like, well, you know what? I don't talk the truth about anything. If anything, I'm lying up there, you know?
You telling straight lies?
No,
Oh.
I'm not lying. I'm just, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm telling the truth. It's just like,
No.
things how I see it, you know?
Exactly. And like they have an idea, like you said, it's Carlin.
Yeah.
Carlin's their man. He had his finger on the pulse of America.
Yep. It's like they love Carlin, but then anybody who's like a current comedian that swears like, oh, he was just so filthy I couldn't even watch the
Couldn't
rest of
finish it. Yeah.
It's like you watch the guy going, these are a list of people who should die. This
Yeah.
fucker. It's like, okay, well, you just don't know, but
Family stuff in general just kind of sucks sometimes.
yeah. I don't know. Were you there when my aunt, uncle, and cousins came to Comedy at the Crane, the mic?
No.
I was-
How long ago was that?
It was 420 of this year.
Maybe.
Okay, well, I was hosting the mic that night, which, to people who don't know what Comedy at the Crane is, pretty much like signing up to host that mic is you just send a DM to a guy. You could probably be from Michigan and they'd be like, "Fuck it, yeah." I mean,
Come
50
through,
bucks.
$50.
Yeah.
Anything you want off the menu.
Dude,
2 free beers.
do you want pulled pork that we just put water in and microwave a little bit?
I eat the pulled pork every time I'm there. I actually, no bullshit. It's funny you're talking about this because I DM'd Seth earlier today.
Yeah.
Like, I will show you that I DM'd him. Yep. I said, hey, can I host Crane sometime this month? I need $50, dude. I need $50 and a meal.
And that's the exact thing it should be used for, dude.
Yeah.
That mic is fun for two things. The crazies come out in full effect
Yep.
on a Wednesday night.
They are all hounding for that set of the night.
Yep.
You can win set of the night, and a lot of the time it's given out is like this person sucks.
Yes. Oh yeah. The other thing would be is like it's in such an area where like people are like, I might target field. I might do some stand up comedy. There's like drugged up people coming in there being like,
Well, because the loft is right there.
yeah.
There's like an apartment. It's in this building, and in the same building, it shares with apartment complex, like at the top. And I don't understand. It's in a nice part of town, but just the weirdest motherfuckers are coming in and out of there, dude.
Yeah.
I've watched a dude try and fit a full-size Harley Davidson through the door of that. It's a single.
Oh, I've seen
it's
that
a
too.
single door, and he tries to put his Harley inside of the apartment complex. That one day that I went to go check it out,
Yeah.
when Paul was, I met Alex Avery.
You were thinking about moving in.
I toyed with the idea because
Shut up. That's I was offered it as well.
Yeah. I wanted to check it out.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what it looked like. I was more over there to see Alex in his new
Sure.
place. And I show up, and Alex comes down the hall, and he goes, no, Or no, Paul was downstairs. Paul goes, "No, I don't really want you guys going up because the police are on their way because we have there's a situation going on in the elevator."
Jesus Christ.
So Alex and I went in, and we were just kind of like, "Fuck Paul. Why would we listen to Paul?" And bald-headed motherfucker.
Yeah.
We didn't say it exactly like that, but like, fuck Paul.
No, for real.
We open up the door and go inside, and Paul, to get into Alex's place, you see Paul in the hallway looking down another section of the hallway.
Does he got his big
sideways,
like fucking cinematic camera rig on too?
No.
That shit looks so ridiculous. He's at just like a dumb dive bar with a whole fucking body rig. But sorry, you're saying?
Oh, he's standing there, and he was going, "You need to leave now," looking at whoever it is down the other hallway. "You need to get out. The police are on their way." And then he looks down the hallway at me and Alex, and he was like, "I told you guys not to come in here." So there was apparently 2 homeless people, and one got pissed that he said that they need to go, so he pissed in the elevator.
He just let it rip. That's
mad respect, dude.
Absolutely. When I went to pick up the sound equipment from that loft.
Oh yeah.
When Alex was like, "Yeah, let's go inside. You want to see the new place a little bit?"
No.
And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Sure, man." And we got in the elevator, and there was this guy who looked like Lil Peep, like not just because it was like pink hair. He was like pale as fuck, skinny, pink hair, face tats. It was like
in the loft.
Yeah.
In his apartment.
Or no. In the elevator.
Okay.
Up to his left. And but he literally opened the door right next to it, so he lives next door to him.
Oh.
But he's behind us and he goes, "Yeah, pretty pumped. You spot a Honda Element. You guys see it out there? It's an orange one. It's pretty sick." And then we were like, "No, I haven't seen it." He's like, "Yeah, it's probably got like 150 miles on it."
He's serious.
He's serious. This is not a
He's
bit.
Totally serious with you guys.
He's not working it.
That he got a Honda Element, and it's got $150 worth of miles on there, and he's excited.
But that was the thing. We were like, "What the fuck?" Or I was like, "What the fuck?" Alex
I'm surprised Alex wasn't. Was he engaged in the
He
conversation?
was. No,
yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
speaking.
I was like, "What the fuck?" Alex was like, "Oh, that's cool. Yeah." Like I think he asked about the mileage of it.
Al did?
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, just nothing but no gooders over there. I mean, unless you're Ben-Hur, because the thing is Ben-Hur would die on the sword for you.
He would.
He would if he likes you, he's dying on the sword.
Yeah, he's a good man. Shout out Ben-Hur, man.
Shout out Ben-Hur. And also, it's like if they're kicking him out of there, it must be like fucking Batman getting dragged out by some thugs after getting fucking beat to death. You know he gave him he
gave him hell. Yeah, dude, he gave him fucking hell, straight up. Oh man, yeah. The loft is an interesting place. This all started from talking about the crane.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. My family coming to the crane.
Yeah.
So, like right below it is this bar. It's a very nice venue. When there's actual shows there, it's actually good shows.
Full and there's a good amount of people, but it's right by fucking Twin Stadium.
Yep.
So the parking is just a goddamn nightmare in the summer. Pretty much any time. If you don't get a spot right out front,
absolutely,
it's a nightmare.
Yeah. Like literally, I mean, okay, I'll tell the family thing and I'll tell you this.
Oh yeah.
So, my family comes to see me at comedy at the Crane, and I did not tell them to come, and for whatever reason, they're showing up on 420. So everybody,
I was
smoking,
there, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's
then I
smoking
was there.
joints outside,
yeah,
and just like not acting not how you would want your family to see you.
You right? I mean? Yeah.
Like I think I mean.
Oh yeah.
But they watched everybody and they laughed at one person, and that was and I was like, everybody's gonna hate. And you know what? Love you so much, baby girl.
We're gonna have to do some editing on this thing.
What needs to be edited?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, Okay, maybe
Oh.
maybe that I get, but that reminds me of a client, dude.
Was he a little horned up? Was he like baby, I look like that
Oh
sort
no!
of?
Oh no! I was talking about the video. I'm sorry. I thought
Oh.
but okay, so but they only laughed at her, and then they sent me like a text like afterwards like, great job tonight, but it was so humiliating, dude.
Yeah.
Just eating shit because I think I did like 10 minutes up top just to be like, fuck it, let's fill time.
Yeah.
I can do at least 10. And
Oh.
yeah, it was not good.
When I show up at the Crane, it's fucking business, dude. I'm there for a pulled pork and $50, and I'm capping that mic at 10, and people are getting the light when I say they get the light.
Dude.
And when I was drinking, I ran that like a tyrant.
That's right. Dude, I remember that was the first time I met you.
Yeah.
Was that Crane when you were hosting it, and you gave Charlie Mouse feet of the night.
Toes of the night. Yeah,
right.
because he had on Birkenstocks,
Yep.
dude.
And I remember you were just like, just shining it whatever the fuck you wanted to. Like, people would be like, was that 3? And it had been like 30 seconds. Or Eli Hastings.
A
was
minute 30? Something
yeah,
like
you're
that.
fucking call it, dude. I mean, why not? If you're that new in an open mic.
Like licking my fingers from pulled pork, flashing a light because I'm not running a timer, and I'm just going on what felt like 3 minutes. So if it sucked, you were done fast.
Hell yeah.
I didn't even... Now I make sure people get their 3 minutes. I know how much it means to pretend.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. The Crane is... It's a good place run by good people, but holy shit, that mic sucks.
Yep. Just, I feel like, I mean, it sucks to an extent, but like, when you talk about, like, fucking Jameson's, for example, you're in literally a room full of crazy people and no audience.
There's a slight charm to that, though.
There is, but it's you don't really get laughs.
That time at Jameson's when fucking Daryl.
I've never met Daryl.
You haven't?
No, I
Daryl is this fucking old road comic who has burned every possible bridge that you could burn with a person, lives in a broom closet in Northeast Minneapolis, and begs for groceries on Facebook. And he runs, formally, he can no longer do it because of mental health or some bullshit. And they run a mic where you go there and it's you and like Ellie, it's just a room full of insane people.
Yeah.
Like people that it's unbelievable that they even fucking got their shoes on to get down there.
Because I've been 2 times, and you know when you go to like a specific mic and there's like a few specialized characters at each mic,
Mm-hmm.
like they only do one. For Jameson's, there's like handfuls of them, dude.
And a lot of them are St. Paul locals that don't have a car.
Yep.
The one guy that comes in and brings animals, he brought like a fucking bird and I think a snake once. But anyway, the time that Daryl, so he's in the back eating his free food, and Ashinafi's on stage, there's another comic, he's on stage, and Daryl is talking at full volume to 2 drugged out women who were there to see him, I guess, but from a Facebook post.
Sure, see him and
I don't
probably
know.
moving some stuff.
Yeah, I have no idea what was going on. He's talking with these barfly women and full volume, and the other comic goes, I like that you're the host and you're talking at full volume during my set, or talking at the top of your lungs during my set. And Daryl goes, oh, I'm sorry. Is this not the dumb shit, Mike? Because that's what this is. And he put his whole fucking heart into this. He goes, the mic is supposed to suck. That's what this is about. Do you understand that this is what comedy really is? And he goes, I don't. And he fucking storms out. But he doesn't have a car. And the mic is in St. Paul and he lives in Northeast Minneapolis. So he needs a ride home from John, his fucking roommate. So he just sulks outside in the dark. And he was behind a fence. And the entire time that the mic was going on would occasionally come out from behind the fence and smoke a cigarette and stare at everybody.
Jesus
and then
Christ.
walk back and sit behind the fence. He had such a grand exit for a man who had no plan on how to get home.
Dude, that is so great though. I've also, I mean, you know, I probably shouldn't. No, well, it's not getting into hearsay, but
Yeah.
I've heard that when he goes on the road, edit this out if you want to. When he goes on the road, or when he did, he would use your car. The person that he's bringing along would use your car to sell coke out of.
I don't know about that, but I know that he is notorious for just being like, yeah, so like, I got you on gas, but I'm not paying you. And just stealing your money
Jesus Christ.
after the show is done. Like, I know 2 comics that went with him. They did the show or whatever. Next day, wakes up. He's like, you guys want to get Chinese food? I'm hungry. Let's get Chinese food. So he buys them himself and those comics that open for him Chinese food. And then after, in the parking lot, he's like, yeah, so like, after that Chinese food, I really can't pay you guys.
$5? Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
When they had taken one of the opener's cars, you know, so like, it's just not a...
That's crazy.
Like, I've been fucked over a couple times.
Yeah.
By people. I just burped right now. Like, I've been fucked over. Like, when you come with me and Max, dude, I wish I had that. I remember getting boned by Charlie Barbera time and time again. Like, he was a man that would come in on the wind, and he was like this fake Italian from New Jersey who said, Charlie. He's a fucking dude who claims he's from New York and is like ex-mob ties.
Yep.
And he runs these shows.
He's a Rochester guy, right?
Rochester, Austin. And he always comes in like just on the wind. And you'll see him in one night, and then that night he's out the window. He's just fucking gone. And he's gone with all your money. There's no contacting him. There's no.
Really?
It's happened to me a handful of times, and I don't know why I continue to trust this man. Like, if Charlie Barbera hit me up and was like, you want to do a show in Austin, Minnesota, I'd be like, when? Sure.
You would say that now?
I would say that now.
No, dude.
I'd be down in Austin. I love doing those gigs, though, man.
They're fun gigs, but it's just... I would do them through a booker that was, like, maybe thought they were great, but... Or something like that. But I would not... Someone that doesn't pay you for driving that many hours...
There's a charm to it. There's something about, because I've been that guy. There's something about just fucking a person over, shaking their hand with a smile on your face, and you know, so like you get to a point where you understand that that's what he is, where you're like, God damn, Charlie takes a little bit of pride in what a piece of shit he is.
Yep.
He puts on a show.
Absolutely. Well,
he put on a show in Austin that me and a couple other comics went to do. Guest spot, tip jar. That's the only way we were getting paid. We drove to Austin to meet the fucking Wolf Dogs.
Jesus Christ.
At a supper club.
Was this recent?
This was like last winter.
Okay.
No, I quit drinking, so it was probably like March. This March.
Okay.
Yeah. And we fucking get down there, do the show in front of 4 people who are paying attention, and then an actual family, like a family of 10, just trying to eat at the supper club. I go up, do 7. Alex does 7. Ethan does 7.
Alex Avery?
Yeah.
Ethan
Peterson.
Okay.
Yeah. And fucking Wolf Dogs go up and do 45 a pop, both.
Oh. Opening the crowd with an hour and a half?
Yeah.
And you go up after?
No, we went up before. But think, we're at damn near 30 minutes if we're not at 30.
Yeah.
And then with the Wolf Dogs doing an hour and a half.
Oh, my God.
That's a 2-hour-long comedy show in a supper club. So we are under the impression that we're supposed to get the tips and shit. But Charlie's bullshitting with his mom. And he's like, comes over and he's like, boys, great show. All you guys are really funny. I can't wait to work with you again in the future. He's looking and he's like, do you want to get it? I'll get you a drink on me. Any drink you want, you let me know. And then Ethan's like, all right. And I was like, yeah. And all of a sudden, I'm like, we're talking for a little bit. And then I'm just like, where is Charlie? He just slipped out the door, him and his mom. So I'm like, we got to get a hold of that fucking tip bucket.
Yeah.
Like, so they're like, let's go outside and see if the dogs are still out in the lot. So we went out and we're fucking talking with them and we're like, hey, Charlie said we were getting in the tip bucket. And they're like, well, he left. He left with his mom like 10 minutes ago. Like,
Jesus Christ, dude.
That's what he does. He slips out.
I remember the first time meeting him, I was in like the CCU green room and everybody was like talking to him like, because I don't think news was out yet that he was the guy he was, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, what's some good Italian places around here? And I was like, Cassetta's is pretty good. They have good like mostaccioli sauce. He goes, sauce? You mean gravy? Don't bullshit me. You mean gravy?
Fucking
he's
dickhead.
Just like
yeah,
exactly fake Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to be Tony Soprano.
I don't know what his deal is, but that's just one type of person that you meet.
Yep.
In a business like this. This isn't even a business, dude. It's just a conglomeration of retarded people.
Yep.
That somehow pull off events together. And like Midwest comedy is a lot of dumb people.
Yep.
Just getting together and saying, let's do something. Let's do a comedy show.
Walking into just like a dive bar where people are like, we should be able to smoke cigarettes inside. Like they're like fucking that crowd.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it'd be great if we just got a bunch of like liberal 30-year-olds to perform in front of these people.
I don't know how people find themselves in that situation to be like, let's do comedy. We have a talent. The time I did comedy with Uncle Lair in the Pirates Cove fucking gas station in Verndale, Minnesota, or some shit like that. Yeah. In a gas station.
Jesus Christ.
For a bunch of people who were probably 60 years old or older. They were all fucking old. And Verndale has like a population of like a few hundred people. So it's like, how do you have the means? How do you find this? How do you find Uncle Lair and Aiden McCluskey to come to your venue?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
And who's the type of people, like, not to be like, I wouldn't go to just any comedy show or something like that. Not to say like I wouldn't go out.
I wouldn't.
But if I
don't know who they are, the fuck am I doing? Why would I do that? Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Open mics blow my mind. Why the fuck would anyone go to an open mic?
I gotta blow my nose too. Man, we're sinus issues.
Yeah.
Now this podcast.
Yeah, you were like choking on a loogie there.
Yeah.
Your eyes are watering.
Hey, yeah, man. Not feeling too hot.
Something has ravaged this household.
Yeah, bad.
I'm hoping it doesn't last.
I don't think it's gonna last with me
too long.
I'm
built different.
I started feeling bad like 2 days ago. If you got it,
I started feeling but then I felt like kind of shitty. I was coughing and stuff. I woke up today at a sharp decline.
Really?
Yeah.
How many days?
I was sick. I had the cough for like since Sunday-ish. So
5 days?
Yeah, 4 or 5 days.
I've been feeling like this for about 5 days.
Yeah, it just took a fucking sharp turn down.
I hope it gets better tomorrow, man.
I do too. You're just not even holding the mic anymore.
Dude,
You looked at me.
Back by my nose.
You looked at me in such earnest and just said, "I hope it gets better tomorrow, man." There's brighter fields ahead, man.
Yeah,
Don't
dude.
worry about it.
I
think we need to smoke like a joint or something. That'll probably make us feel
do
better.
that break we were talking about?
Oh yeah, we gotta
we're
do.
Probably at halfway.
Yeah, we're about
Over.
halfway. Yeah, nice. So we're gonna do. Here's a little something from our sponsor over at Zicam. We're gonna be taking handfuls and handfuls of Zicam and overdosing on zinc. We're gonna get.
Yeah.
You gotta get worse to get better.
Nature's
Zicam.
most precious resource. Zinc.
Yeah. You gotta be feeling good, so you gotta eat at least a bottle of zinc every 2 to 3 hours.
They say they're not chewable caplets, but guess what? I munch them all day.
Yep.
Put them in trail mix.
And that's our ad read for Zicam.
Yep.
We're back at the smoke show. I forgot what that. I wasn't sure, dude. I said that like I had a stroke.
Welcome to the smoke show.
That was like when they put the camera in the fucking disabled person's face. They're like, "Say Happy Thanksgiving to your Happy Thanksgiving, Uncle John." And it's like talking also, you know?
Fuck.
You dropped the weed all over yourself.
All over me.
You should have used some of the good weed. I got this really good weed from after the Acme open mic. I asked a woman for some weed, and she gave me just a loose handful of shake. I thought she was going to hand me a pen or something to smoke out. She just gave me some loose shake. But Elliot refuses to use it because it's too good.
It's overpowering. Truly.
It's that good shit with the fentanyl in it. I wonder how the audio is on you. I bet we can't hear you at all.
It's okay. I think they could probably hear me just in the background. And I'm talking like that.
Yeah.
I mean, not to prolong this for the fucking rest of the show, but... You ever wanted to do fucking like American Ninja Warrior stuff?
Fuck yeah, I would try it. I wouldn't be any good at it.
I think you would.
You think so?
Yeah, guy with like a. You're light. You're not super big, and I don't know. I just feel like.
I mean, I'm good at rock climbing.
Yeah, I feel like that's the same shit.
But I don't know how well I do with the fucking jumping from thing to thing. I have pretty decent grip strength, but like anything other than that, like those people that jump to the fucking, they gotta grab the balls.
Yep.
I absolutely could not do that.
No, dude, I just went rock climbing literally yesterday.
Damn, I've been wanting to go.
Well, yeah, we should, but I mean, not when we're feeling like dogs.
Not yeah.
But went rock climbing yesterday, and it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But like, do you ever get to? I mean, I'm also scared of heights, but do you ever get to that point where you're like on a wall where you're like, fucking crunch time, dude? If I drop, because I almost crushed a 5'2" woman yesterday.
Oh, you were at the bouldering place?
Yep.
So there's no belays or anything.
You know, next time we go climbing, let's go to the
Vertical Endeavor.
Yeah, because I mean, bouldering's great, but I feel like with a rope, I'd feel much better.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's definitely times where you've contorted your body up where you're like, fuck, if I let go, I'm not gonna be able to catch myself. Yeah, totally.
That's the thing. I just can't get into good positions at all when I'm rock climbing. It's made for people in that like normal height range, like
for like me,
5'8". Yeah, and
not even normal height range. Just like we're in the stage of evolving yet.
Yep.
We're really good at getting away from stuff. That's what people my body size are good at.
Yep.
We're good at running and we're good at climbing because that's how we're able to survive is running away, avoiding conflict at all costs.
Oh god,
It's coming down on you, dude. I told you.
We're on for a long time. Holy
Yep.
shit. I think it's probably just because I did 2 shows, and then, I don't know. I mean, it's not that tiring.
How much time did you have to do tonight?
I didn't record myself at all at either of them, but I think I did 10 at one and then 5 at the other.
10 at Pajama Party?
About 5.
5 at Pajama Party, yeah.
I had longer at Modest, because that was actually a great fun crowd there.
I don't, you're really getting out there, man. You're dogging it out. Not me. Lately, I've succumbed to all of, like, I'm regressing to a point that it's bad. I haven't done mics in a while. I really stopped. You know what a chore it is to take care of yourself? God damn, dude. Eating. Like, I've lost all control of everything. Like, I'm the rat in the cage now that keeps pressing the button for heroin. I wake up, and normally I'd be like, I need to have a good breakfast. Now I wake up, I put a Zyn pouch in, I drink a black coffee, and then I just dog all the way through my day. Smoking weed, smoking cigarette. I don't give a fuck. And candy. All I've been eating is candy.
You're living like a dude who's skinny, 45, and is like, God, my boss, he just ride my ass all fucking day. That's the diet of somebody who's like, my boss is always on my fucking back. He doesn't know shit, you know?
But somehow he's still built decent. He's like skinny.
Yeah.
You know? Like leather skinned.
I'm talking about like, you know, like when we were watching Dog the Bounty Hunter, like Dog's brother in that show. Young
Leland?
Blood. No.
Oh.
He's the guy with the gray goatee and then that long braid down the back.
Speaking of Zyn, you want one?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask.
Let's shout out Zyn. They aren't sponsoring us yet, but we're gonna. The next podcast we'll do the 25 Zyn challenge, where Elliot and I split a pack of Zyn, put it in our mouth,
and just shut down,
and live stream to Zyn until they either kill us or agree to give us a sponsorship.
Absolutely,
we will kill ourselves with their product unless they give us a sponsorship.
That is a threat. Well, while Aiden goes and grabs that stuff here, I'll tell you about what we're seeing on the screen. Young lass shooting soccer hits an old woman. No net in the back, so she hits an old woman right in the head. Only can assume she's old. She was a small stature. Here we see a young boy dunking on a mini hoop in suburban America. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
Oh man. Yeah, I really do have the diet of a dumb motherfucker, dude. I ate an entire bag of Wallaby licorice and Zyn, and then
Wiley Wallaby is the shit.
It's so fucking good.
What
did you know 3 is 140 calories?
Uh-huh.
3 of them.
It's too much on the soul.
Yeah. I went out with yesterday I ate a whole thing of Wallaby licorice, and then I went out with this girl.
Yep.
And we were at a cafe. We're sitting there, and I'm like, God, I'm kind of hungry, but and she's like, well, they got food here. Grab a grilled cheese or whatever. So I got grilled cheese and a bowl of soup. $15 goddamn dollars. I wanted to. Dude, fuck, man.
You know what? You're not just...
I was going to snatch that little manic pixie by the apron. Why is this $15? What the fuck is wrong with you? Half a sandwich. It wasn't even a full fucking piece of bread. It was half a sandwich. Okay. And then I ate it, and I drank my probably 6th or 7th cup of coffee that day in like a 5-hour period.
Dude, you are a cockroach, dude.
And I was like, God, I'm feeling sick. I don't know why.
Dude,
my
they
stomach.
can live without their head. They may be dying, but God damn it, they'll push forward. Holy shit, dude. 8th cup of coffee, you said?
7th, 8th.
7th, 8th.
And then I was looking at her like, God damn, why is I don't know why I'm feeling just so sick. This is your fault. Yeah. Somehow this is your fault. Why did you tell me to get this grilled cheese?
Dude, when I used to do like strongman and powerlifting and all that kind of stuff, I never went to a powerlifting meet, but I always wanted to. And now looking back at it, it's like, what am I gonna do? Get yelled at by a bunch of 40-year-old guys who are then gonna be like, you got pretty good form, man. But the thing is back when I was in high school, it's like, God, they're all like that. Not a one of them has much to say about anything but themselves.
The strongmen.
Well, just anybody in that fucking community, anybody that regularly goes to the gym, or not that, but like regularly goes and posts about it, like has
it's their
fitness
life
accounts. It's their life, and it's not just their life because they enjoy it. It's their life because they want you to feel bad that you're not going as hard as them.
Good. Like, I don't want to. They're the way they walk, their bodies are just destroyed, man.
There's at the gym, yeah. There's literally a woman who looks like. Do you know who Kratos is from like God of War, dude? Just fucking, she's so ripped, and like has like that fucking. When they talk about like the tortoise shell steroids gut.
Oh yeah.
She's got the tortoise shell.
Jesus, is she all like spray tanned up and shit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And she literally has the haircut. She used to have long hair.
Mm-hmm.
Now she has the haircut of literally Superman, dude. It is female Superman, and it is the scariest thing I've ever seen, dude.
Jesus Christ. Those are
Superwoman.
Those are scary.
Yeah.
Those type of women are scary. Is she older too? Skin kind of leathery, like
yes.
Yeah. I have the exact picture of what you're talking about. Those women are terrifying. And they always, like, they're going hard.
Yep. No,
they're not fucking around when they're there. It's
never like, oh, just see her on the treadmill every now and again. It's like, I see her lifting like 500 pounds. Like, I can still lift a pretty good amount of weight. Mm-hmm. But then when you see those women, it's like, you're 5'6", probably, I don't know. I mean, at her rate, she's probably 170, something like that.
Damn.
And none of it's fat.
No.
Not a bit of it's fat. Not to talk. I know that's weird to talk about women's weight and stuff like that, but it's not like a bad thing. But like, they can just.
That's funny you clarified that. I wasn't even thinking about that. Your mind was like, we gotta cover some bases.
Yeah, dude, you don't want to be. You don't want to get caught. What if my mom listens to this? She's like, you know what? All of it was so funny, except for that moment. And she's not gonna say that it was all funny. She's gonna say, except for that moment where you talked about that woman's weight. She probably feels awful. How
do you think your mom's gonna feel about this?
Not good.
No.
Definitely not good. I'm not gonna tell her about it for a while.
Yeah.
Probably, and not because like I'm so ashamed or anything like that. It's just that I don't want to have the conversation.
The conversation. Mm-hmm. Yes, I know what you mean. That constantly having the conversation. And it's like, we're just talking here. This is how we talk, you know?
Yeah.
I'm 23, almost 24, and I still think about that a little bit.
I think, I don't know.
I just am like, you gotta at some point show up with a can of Monster on your mom and dad's front porch and be like, I'm done fucking listening to you. I'm fucking sick of it. You get right in their face. Yeah. You start pushing your dad and threatening to fight him.
Fox hat, Oakley's on.
Yeah. Every man comes to a point in his life where he needs to do that to his old man.
Like, Dad, you know what? You're pushing me around now. You pushed me around when I was a kid when I told you I wanted to play motocross. And you never supported me. Did not give me a dirt bike.
Oh, yeah. That's the kind of energy you got to show up with. It's all going to stop there. They're going to respect you then. While you're yelling at your dad's like, Elliot, I went in the medicine cabinet and all the pain medication for my surgery is gone. Do you want to talk about that? Fuck you, Dad. Fuck you, dude.
What do you mean? Just wanted to feel good for the first time in a while. Sorry.
Those gave me more than you ever gave me, you fucking piece of shit. I think that goal is done.
Sorry.
Did you ever know anyone like that growing up?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for sure, dude. Like, there was this kid from like third, fourth, all the way through elementary school. His name was Leo, and he,
Leo,
dude. He was the kid. Did your school ever obsess about like Haro bikes, like BMX bikes and stuff like that?
Nah.
Okay. So that was a big thing. Is all of the people that were around me, it was cool at that time to be like fucking motocross. Zeke and Luther was hot at the time, so it was like skating, motocross, BMX, all that kind of stuff. And this guy would go to the it was called like the hills or something like that, but it was just a bunch of dirt mounds, and ride these BMX bikes and would just smoke weed in like third grade. Like he was
really
on to some fucking crazy shit now, dude.
When's the last time you saw this guy? When's Leo character?
Graduation high school. He graduated, so that's
damn.
good. But my friend would always talk about like dude, Leo would always do this. Like Leo would ask he told my friend's mom to show him her tits.
Nice.
Because like
he sounds cool as fuck.
Yeah,
dude.
he was that guy.
Like he would say that, and you'd be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
dap him up and be like, "That was so fucking cool,
that's
dude."
so sick. And then now I feel awful.
Yeah, you're just like, Leo, what's the relationship with your father like, dude?
No,
you dap him up.
Exactly. But no, I mean he was not a good fella. Same thing with a guy named Colton.
That's already a piece of shit name.
Yes, dude. And I remember the last thing he sent me on Snapchat was he had a 6-foot bong. It was like, dude, watch me rip this thing, and it would be like one pull, and it was like a quarter of it would go. It'd be like, it was like 3 separate Snapchat videos, so it was like 3 minutes long. Just him doing one. And it's like, dude, we're in what, sophomore year of high school? Like that's crazy.
I remember my friends in college, like when we weren't even. I don't even know why I said in college. We were fucking not in college. We were going to community college, kind of, and dropping out like flies. And just going to the bar a bunch. That's what we were doing. But it was the time where I should have been in college. And they had a 5-foot bong. And we would rip that on special occasions.
Jesus Christ.
So I've been that fucking stoner. I'm smoking out of a 5-foot bong, motherfucker.
We're going to get so high.
I've been that, dude.
And, well, what the fuck was I going to... God damn it.
That's the problem with the smoking, dude. We're going to forget a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It's also, fuck.
I don't know if I knew anyone like that was explicitly... Like, not motocross piece of shit. I knew a lot of, like, dudes, like, trailer home. Kind of like, you know what I mean? Like more white trash sort of piece of shit.
Yeah.
Rather than motocross.
Yeah. Oh, well, the thing is there's a fine line. Like
there is.
Motocross people are like if you mix hockey culture with hit culture.
Yeah, and like somehow suburban, or at least they've got like they're upper middle class people.
Not that this is gonna make sense to anybody living out of Minnesota or probably to you either, but it's like that kind of like Blaine, like Spring Lake Park, like they're suburban areas of just fucking fields.
Shout out suburban areas in the Minneapolis metro area, surrounding area.
North Metro, baby. Represent Independent School District 12. What's up?
I remember working in Minnetonka at that fucking day facility.
Yeah.
Always talking about, well, the metro, and it's like, what the fuck is the metro?
Yeah.
Why are we calling it?
Dude.
Well, Metro Mobility, the TARD transporter, right? The mentally. Sorry, I should have said that.
Was that what you were talking about?
No, just generally talking about the metro area.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The what was it? Fuck. Going on. I guess I want to talk about the experiences we have, but
From
that
the
is highly illegal.
yeah, from
We can't
working
talk
at
about that, man.
day programs. You can
Well, I feel like
vaguely
we
talk.
can
You just we
Talk
can't
about
say
what
their
happened.
name.
We can't say
Yeah,
the name of the company. We can't say the name of the people.
no.
That's obvious.
But I think you could get away with telling stories. You know,
Dude.
there's too many to fucking count.
Way
If we
too
started talking about that, that'd be a special episode where we just talk about day program stories.
Yeah. Because, okay, I'm going to tell one that I know that you love.
Yeah.
So we were all watching Lion King as a pack together. This guy had requested it specially. It was always this kind of thing to watch Lion King. The thing I did not know is that the part where Mufasa dies is very upsetting to him. And it's all going on, and he's talking to the other bunch of people. Are like, he's not paying attention.
Yeah.
It's not gonna upset him. You know what I mean? Like he's not even gonna worry about it. He starts like the whole music starts on, and then it's like Mufasa's going, "Brother, help me!" And he looks over and starts weeping. Just like the sad. You're like, I could not watch a man with Down syndrome cry, because it's like they're the sweetest guys, and like you don't want any harm to come to them, but like you're like, dude, you brought this punishment upon yourself.
He wanted to watch this.
Yeah, you wanted to watch The Lion King.
We had the same thing with this client that he obsessed about Monster House. That was his fucking movie.
That's a great movie though. Mr.
Right.
Never Crack.
But he would talk about it, and it would be all made up. Like, I watched it again just because he talked about it so much. Any of the shit that he was talking about does not happen in the movie.
Yeah.
He's talking about characters that aren't in the fucking movie. None of that. So I'm like, we should watch it for Halloween.
Well,
and my boss is like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And his mom was like, I don't know. He watched the movie, but she's Spanish, and she and he and she goes, but he make him a scared. So if he want to watch it, we can watch it. And so we're like, yeah, we're gonna watch the movie. You want to watch Monster House? He's like, like we called his bluff that day, and he's like, sure, yeah, that'd be great. You know how they talk like,
yeah, like, buddy, you built Ford Tough, prove it, dude. Are you so American Muscle right now? Show these motherfuckers what you got.
We turn on Monster House.
Yeah.
And he is petrified. I mean, like, the entire fucking movie. And the one guy, they were like, should we turn it on? And the one's like, we're not turning it off. But he's sitting there like covering his eyes and babbling to himself.
Too much, dude.
It was too much to handle. When his mom was like, yeah, you can watch it, but like the last time we watched it, he was like scared.
It's like, dude, it's like in Kill Bill, you know, and like she like sees her like old training partners where there's like that like noise like weep,
yeah,
and like the whole screen goes right. That's how that guy's feeling. He's like, I'm confronted with my greatest enemy. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this day. Cause yeah, dude, and I don't know. The other thing would be is like, no, I won't go into it because I know it's gonna upset people.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
All they do really, and all they want to do is watch shit.
Watch TV. They just want to be occupied.
Because it's not like they don't want to watch TV, but it's like when you get them all together and they all have their own preferences on what they want to watch, it sometimes turns bloody. Dude.
Yeah. And they'll start arguing with each other, or they'll just get mad.
Did you watch anybody swing on one another over what was about to be watched?
No.
Oh yeah, dude.
Really?
There were a few close calls.
Really?
I wouldn't say anybody actually swung, but dude, you know when it's about to happen. You hear loud noises banging a little bit. Some New Balances clomping on the floor.
And they take everything, like, they take everything to a degree, like, not getting to watch the Lego movie. That's probably one of the worst things that he imagined. Like, this is the worst thing to ever fucking happen to me. That's how he conceptualizes it. So he stands up and is just... It's like if you and I got some of the worst news of our lives. And you've been slighted to such a degree that you feel it's necessary to stand up and scream at another person.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Oh, yeah.
Where they get fired up because they just didn't get to... it's crazy.
I mean, there was the guy who would have fits of rage. I told you about him a little bit. He would say, so-and-so should shut up and die. you get so worked up because they get in disputes about that kind of shit. But yeah.
Should shut up and die.
That bitch! She shut up and die! Oh, man, I want to say his name.
It is really a good name, man. Just the people that you work, they have names that just roll off the tongue so
what I mean.
easy.
It's not like I want to say his name out of like malicious intent.
No,
like dox him. It's like, God damn it, that's a good. If a normal person had that name, he'd be like,
that motherfucker. He is a comedy name.
Yeah,
he is a name that like, yeah. Oh man, no, we didn't have any that really had that. I mean, when I worked in the group home,
yep,
that was a different experience. Those people, that felt like I was a CEO more than anything. Yeah. You know, like I was just maintaining these guys who would occasionally fight.
Yep.
Those guys I saw get into it.
But I feel like it's normal because like to those people or like if you're living in a group home, dude, those are your brothers. Like you're rolling with a band of brothers.
You got some dogs on your side.
You got differences, and you know what? Just like all brothers, you fight, man.
Yeah, dude. The fights that it's terrible, but there's just something different about seeing two disabled dudes fight. Like when you see it happen and you break it up, it's completely serious. But then afterwards, when you think, "Holy shit, this started over fish sticks and tater tots," like this man was gouging at another guy's face, and we had to tear him off of him, and it was over fish sticks and fucking French fries and grapes.
And then the moment it's over, they're like, "Oh yeah, I guess probably not a good idea to do that."
Yeah, except a lot of mine didn't talk. We only had one guy who was which I felt so bad for him, dude. Imagine living in a house.
Yep.
You can talk. You can have like conversations. They're low-level conversations with people, but like,
still, you're
you can talk.
Yeah.
Like he and I could talk to each other.
Yeah.
But living with three other dudes that just, that's it. That's all they're doing at you. Like you go, "It's a nice day that we're having," and the dude looks at you and just goes, and just growls at you. You know, that would be maddening.
Well, but the thing is, they've been trained for this for days. Because like the thing is when you were talking about like, oh, it's over fish sticks and all that shit, it's other stuff too that goes along with it. Like
absolutely.
Like as I was saying, they're your brothers. Fuck, where was I going with this?
You're in close quarters all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't fucking. Oh, but god damn it. Okay. Yeah.
And a lot of the times, like the scraps, there's something else, dude.
Yeah.
Or like when you have to do, did you ever have to do holds and stuff?
No.
Like behaviors, yeah. Because we had to do holds. I avoided them. I did not like doing them.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking strong.
And it doesn't feel like good.
No.
No.
It doesn't feel good to be restraining another person that's like actively fighting back. No. I've done a handful of them, and they're never fun to do.
Yeah.
It's absolute last minute fucking thing to do. And it's so much fucking paperwork. That was another reason I avoided it. It was just so much fucking. How are we doing on time?
We're good.
We're way over, huh?
We're 5 minutes over.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. So we're just rambling about group homes. right now.
I think
how do we land the
we
plane?
should probably do about 10 minutes because I feel like after the fact that like when we stop recording and everything like that,
Yeah.
I feel like with the disabled talk,
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna
That's
be
got
like,
to be cut it out. Yeah.
I mean, like the stories about it, fine. But where you're talking about the verbal guy and the nonverbal guy, I feel like that's gonna upset some people. Like even not to say like and I know that this shouldn't go in there either. Sorry, I'll shut up.
All of this is gonna be in there.
You think so?
I don't know. I don't even know what we're doing, man. This
I don't
doesn't.
either.
We're just fucking high
Yeah.
talking. You can't be held liable for anything you say while you're high watching a person fall off a pull-up bar and hurt himself, This entire time, it's just been nonstop mainline videos of people just getting hurt.
Yep.
Falling.
Best stuff.
Yeah. So, you can't expect this to be on our minding our P's and Q's. Just having a smoke show.
I think that's a good ending. Just having a
just having a smoke show. All right. Have a good night.
Good night.